Hello everybody, this is Last Life Left, and welcome to my playthrough of Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Sit back and enjoy this cutscene, this intro cutscene. And in case you didn't know the title, even though I said it, here it is. So this is a bit of backstory for you. So, if you watched my Metal Gear playthrough, you'll notice right away, just by this intro alone, there's a lot more story involved in Metal Gear 2. And you're going to notice that throughout the game, that things have changed. Things have changed in game design for sure. And you'll notice, if you watch the first one, that this first one being my Let's Play, if you watch this Let's Play, that this is a lot more Metal Gear than the previous one. And you'll notice how prophetic this game was, and it's sort of token Kojima at this point, but you know, this was only his second game, so this was sort of his first stab at something like this. See, a microbe that can synthesize petroleum, that's sort of, I mean, that's stuff in the news today. There's our protagonist. Look at that. That looks like Solid Snake. There's the setup. Dr. Marv gets captured, sent to Zanzibar because he's got this microbe that excretes petroleum and will save us from our crisis. So here we are back at the screen. We don't need to see that again. So let's start a game. Metal Gear 2 is a lot harder, I feel, than Metal Gear 1. Don't hate me. I'm gonna play on easy. You'll know this is a bit of a loading screen. That's new. We're gonna have some familiar faces right away here. Hey, who's that? This is Snake. Have reached the infiltration point. So now, previously it didn't really look like Snake, just kind of a brown, vague character. Now it kind of, you know, hindsight being 2020, that does look like Snake now. And there's Campbell. Snake right on time as always. Let's get started. Commencing Operation Intrude 401 F014 or FO14. Let's go over this one more time. Your mission is to infiltrate Zanzibar land and rescue the kidnapped Czech biologist, Dr. Kielmar. Snake, we've provided you with new anti-personnel sensor. Try switching it on. So this is sort of a, it's not Soliton radar because we don't got Mei-Ling on our side yet, but this is pretty close. The white dots in your radar, enemy soldiers, the red dot is your current position. The radar is equipped with several other types of sensors as well. They should warn you of any unseen dangers. What's the radar's effective range? Take a look at the radar display. It shows a 9 area screens. 9 screen areas centered on your position, however, it may not work in small enclosed spaces. Also, if the enemy spots you, you won't be able to use the radar. The enemy will use a jammer to scramble it. Got it. Where can I find Dr. Marv? Well, Dr. Marv has a transmitter implanted on his molar teeth. When you get close to him, he'll show up as a red dot on your radar. Snake. Oh, whoops. I missed that. I think it said 140.85. So, you got the punch. You can move around. Looks like you got like four frames of animation instead of 2. You can crawl, which is new, and that crawling is really smooth compared to the walking, at least. Kind of looks funny. Still the same equipment selecting. The big difference, I think, for this game is that enemies see oh boy, this is already going bad, sorry. The big difference, I think, is how enemies work. Enemies actually see in a cone in front of them, although it's a narrow cone, that changes a lot of things because as you might have seen in Metal Gear, they see in a straight line, and that made sneaking, although I sucked at it, that made sneaking relatively easy. This, however, they don't. So now we actually have to look out for these white dots. There we go. Now there's only 2. What's in here? Some tuna. And we'll make use of crawling, which is what this message is going to tell us about. Use crawling to sneak through gaps in the fence, over and out. And we will sneak through the gaps next time.